Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty empire of Onion, and this is Minecraft. Man, I wonder if there's any enemies about. I would, though, like to start off this episode with a couple of shout-outs. Some of the most helpful viewers on my channel right now, and informative. Yeah, I've been getting comments here and there from two viewers. I will link their channels in the cards up in the top right. Both of them have their own YouTube channels and are currently making videos or have prior Minecraft videos on their channels. So be sure to check them out. One of them is Ayan. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Ayan. He's been giving me tons of information about the new updates and stuff. And then, of course, Boss Lady 80 does games. One of my Patreon supporters. She has been giving me a lot of tips and info about some of the new changes in the latest updates. So both of them have been incredibly informative and helpful throughout this playthrough. So I am eternally grateful for their assistance. It has been invaluable, to say the least. Now, I have been considering returning to the surface, right? I mentioned that that was one of my priorities for this episode, and it still is. Though I have to admit that I think it's important before I head to the surface to mine up some obsidian. You might be wondering why in the world I would want to do something so silly, and I will assure you that it is not, in fact, silly. Since I have these diamonds, if I was to mine up obsidian and make a few books, it would be quick and easy for me to make a enchanting table, right? You guys know how enchanting goes and how important it is. Especially in hardcore mode, it's going to be absolutely the most valuable thing that I could probably do. Because even iron gear, when it's enchanted, can be pretty fantastic. And it would improve my survivability by loads and tons. So, that's my plan. While we are, in fact, going to go back to the surface, hopefully in this episode, my first objective here is to get some obsidian. I'm up to 61 lapis, so I'm going to leave this here. We'll see how we go. So I still hear lava. That's why I dropped the water down. And I feel like there could be lava underneath this obsidian. This may push the block down once it's mined. Okay, it didn't. Good. And I don't have any room for it right now, so I'm going to have to drop something. Probably diorite, which I believe I have plenty of. But yeah, I'll mine up a few blocks of obsidian. If I remember correctly, I only need 4 for the enchanting table. But I also need quite a bit for an nether portal. Okay, ice bucket challenge, good. I was standing right here and threw out some blocks out of my inventory, and for some reason I wasn't picking up the chunks of obsidian, but I think we're about halfway there for what I need. I reckon about 14. I can never remember if the nether portals have to be 3 tall or just 2 tall. So I would need a minimum of, what is it, 8 for the nether portal, or 10 if they have to be 3 tall. So I'm going to go ahead and get 14 blocks of obsidian so that I can be sure to have enough. Okay, we're all set to leave. So let's start heading back up to the surface. There may be another place that I dive into, because if I remember correctly... Oh, I don't have a spare shield on me right now. That could be trouble, because mine's looking a little sad. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there is another way down And if we can find a couple more diamonds, I might be too greedy to head to the surface immediately. We'll see, though. I'm considering going that way, but I don't think that's such a great idea. Seeing the creeper out there and everything. If we go around this way, we're sure to meet up with that same ravine, I believe. There's a way to go left over here. It must be from up above, because we've been there before. We've been over on that side. We saw the gold. Yeah, right here. And there's the creeper. We can use our bow. Nice. Take aim. Achieved. Oh, too low. Nice. Okay. I do want this creeper XP, and I think we can pick up this arrow. Yeah, we can. Nice little waterfall with a cave behind it? Or is this ocean? This is just full of water. There's no opening to get out. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen anything like that before. I mean, I've been in underwater caves, but nothing quite like that. Oh yeah, I think I jumped up and left that torch, because there's no way that I climbed up from there. Let's be sure to top up our food, and this will eventually clear out an extra inventory space for us. I'd really like to go down there, but I'd also like to be sure I can find my way up, no problem. Maybe this gold will lead us down. Here in a second. I saw that Skellingtron, but we'll see if we can avoid him for a moment. Okay, nothing back here. Ah, come on. Wow. There we go. Doesn't look like an enchanted bow, so I'm not really interested. We have our own. Okay, so this could possibly lead... Not really a staircase, but maybe this way? Yeah, this is easily a way out. Diamonds right next to me that I honestly didn't see until just now. So that's 9 total that we have. That's why the new recipes came up or whatever. Let's eliminate this threat. That's a lot of lava down there. Alright, we've got some more diamonds over here. At least one, but that's enough to get me excited. I don't know about you folks. I'm glad that gravel didn't fall down and destroy my water source. Alright. Just one, apparently. Okay. Oh, that was close. Invisible spider, apparently. I forgot that those guys exist. Okay, it even looks like it's daylight outside. Dropped a carrot of all things. That's fine. Oh man, that was not good. Come on now. Alright. I do have a spare shield that I made, so that is good. We're too high for any good treasure, but I figure I'd light that up so that that kind of thing doesn't happen again. I don't like being dropped on, especially by creepers, skeletons, any of those. Okay, we're out again, at last. Whew. What a crazy time. Man, now I just have to remember where I stored all my goodies. I think it's in this house, in this chest. Cartographer's place. Alright, diamonds first, gold. I don't know why. I stored all this stuff because I thought, oh, I better save it in case I die. But if I die, game over, you know. So it's kind of pointless to worry too much about it. Okay, all the important stuff is in there. I don't have any spare string. I was also told that these treasure maps are useless once you found the treasure, and finding treasure maps in a certain area, they're all going to be the same. So let's just toss that out so that we have more room. This isn't going to be my permanent house or anything like that. I am eventually going to make my own house. Looks like we're getting low on food. I'm down to a couple of cooked pork chops, and that's it. Let's see. I think I'll make a few more arrows. Is the sun going down? Yeah. Feels like it's getting darker. Crafting table. Oh no, I've ruined that path. It's okay. We'll fix it. There. We're up to 40. That's pretty good. Oh, it has to be grass before I can turn it into a path. That's silly to me. I feel like it should always be able to be turned into a path if it's, if you use a shovel on it. Okay. So we store all of our goodies in that house, and then let's, sleep in the church. What in the world? Yeah, I thought so. How does that work, I wonder? Okay, so these crops are growing. It looks like somebody's disrupted a couple of spots here. So we may till those up for these guys. See what they want to plant there. But yeah, we have all sorts of goodies in there. There's one more thing that I wanted to check out. I mentioned AN has been leaving comments, giving me all sorts of good information. Apparently, if you swim with dolphins, some really cool stuff happens. So let's hop into the water here and see if we can find some dolphins to swim around with. Oh man, it's been a while since I looked at this. Okay, biome, deep lukewarm ocean. I'm not sure if that's where dolphins spawn or not. Oh yeah, there they are. There are some. Let's go swim with the dolphins then. So we'll crouch down, we'll sprint. Yeah, we have some kind of buff now. So we're swimming with dolphins. Oh no, there's a drowned. So it's fading away. What is it? Dolphin's Grace. Okay. Not sure what it actually means. Is there something down here? Like, is there a reason why the drowned are spawning here? Yeah, I don't see anything. They must just be spawning because it's the ocean or something. I don't see any caves or anything. Or I mean, there's special sunken temples or whatever. It's alright though. Okay. Yeah, so that's fun. Dolphin's Grace. I wonder what exactly that entails. Does it make us swim faster or what? I'm not sure. Okay, let's park it up here, and then I think what I'm going to start doing next is collecting resources for building. Is this a priest? Cleric, novice. 32 rotten flesh for an emerald, or 1 emerald for 2 redstone dust. I may have to build up some rotten flesh collection to give to him, because a half stack for an emerald seems like a pretty good deal. I don't remember what the best trades are, and they could have changed since last I checked. So I may have to go to the wiki and see if I can find out if that has changed and what the best trades are for the different sorts of villagers. So I've also heard that villagers have their own spawn locations. They have some kind of towers that they spawn in, and then they also have they spawn in the mansions that can be found in dark oak forests. So I don't think it'll be in this one, just because this is a really small dark oak forest. There is one across the ocean there that's a little bit larger, I think. But we haven't really seen the extent of it, so I can't say for sure if that might be a dangerous area. I would eventually like to explore those kinds of things, but not until I have much better gear. At least enchanted iron, if not full diamond, eventually. I think taking a little bit of a break from adventuring to spend time doing some builds is going to be my focus for the next few episodes, probably, depending on how long it takes me, how I'm able to edit the episodes, etc., etc. Because some days I have more time to record and edit than others. Today is not one of the days that I have more time. As a matter of fact, I've already recorded longer than I intended to, because I spent more time underground than I intended to. But we did find those extra diamonds, so in a way it's worth it. But I do have other things I need to tend to IRL, so I'll have to get to that as soon as I can. I don't have any iron on me, so we'll just make, force a habit. Just make stone axes for now. Eventually I'll get back to iron. You know, I've been calling this a dark oak forest this whole time, but I'm pretty sure the proper term is a roofed forest. I could be wrong. But judging by the roofs created by these trees, I would say that that's correct, actually. Alright, so there are chickens and cows in this forest, so that's pretty good. It's actually getting pretty dark, and I'm not as close to the village as I thought I was. It's fine though. We'll get there in time. I need to set up something for food production. Probably a potato farm, because baked potatoes are pretty awesome. Wow, it's so weird. I'm gonna have to move my bed, because that bothers me, actually. I don't like spawning like that. Let's drop it instead like this. There. So now I should spawn on either side. It shouldn't be outside. There. I've also been told that villagers will change jobs if you don't trade with them. So if I ever find a trade that I really like and want to lock in, I need to trade with that villager. So we've got 20 for 1. Are you the same dude? Yeah. Half a stack of rotten flesh for 1. And you've got... Yeah, see, he's changed. He used to have a stone hoe there and a stone axe. So he's changed, which I'm not too worried about. I would prefer if he had iron and stuff, but I may have to level him up in order to get to that point. I think that's the same farmer I just talked to. So that's something I need to think about too when I'm thinking about trading with them. See, so like 15 coal for 1 emerald, I think is a pretty good deal, actually. I'm pretty sure that's one of the lowest coal trades that you can get. So we go ahead and trade with him, and that should lock that in now, and he should be a armorer forever now, which is pretty awesome. I think I may want to make a hoe right now and go ahead and till up this land. I don't know why. I just have the itch for it, you know? Happens sometimes. Alright, farmer man, get to it. He's detected that there are empty squares. I see, this guy's one of the ones that's trampling the crops. 20 for 1? What did this guy have? Wasn't it also 20 for 1? Hello? Oh yeah, 20 for 1. Okay, so their wheat traits are the same, which makes me think I don't want to really trade with either one of them. I'd really like to replant these immediately. There. Oh, look at him. He's trampling all of the dang crops because of this silly composter sitting right here. So I'd actually like to fill in these both with potatoes. There we go. And I'll eventually make my own crop plots or whatever. I may build just a little ways away from the village so that they don't come in and try to plant on my crop plots. I've been told that they do like to have beds to sleep in, but for the most part, if you close them in together, they'll breed more just because they're close together. I may build on this little hill here, because I'm pompous like that. I like to be up high, you know. Well, this may be a bit of a shorter episode, but like I said, I have other things that I need to tend to, so I'm going to edit out as many of the boring parts as I can. And also, like I said, we are going to be trying to get materials for construction and stuff like that going. So that's the plan for the next few episodes at least. And we may do a little bit more exploring just to see what's around nearby. But a lot of it's going to be resource gathering and beginning construction, probably right over here. And I'm interested in making sort of a mansion-style home, but maybe, I don't know, a cross between modern and medieval. Something similar to that. We'll smelt up some of this, some of the sand for some glass, maybe color some glass and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, a little bit safer to be sitting around town building instead of caving and everything like that. We'll set up some farms, some animal pens, and all of the good stuff you guys know. You guys know how it is. If y'all have watched my Minecraft noob series, you know how I do. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. If you want to catch another one, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.